Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. So, do you guys know what this is right here? It's a dictionary. And this is going to be a random question, but do you know what my favorite word is in this dictionary? No? I didn't think you would, but here it is. Gluteus maximus. It's a fun word to say. It says the definition right here: the outermost muscle of the three glutei found in each of the human buttocks. And supposedly, it's the biggest muscle group, yet a certain demographic of people refuse to train it and acknowledge its benefits. Men. And as a member of this male community, it is in my utmost interest to advocate for men to start lifting and acknowledge the benefits of these. So today, I will persuade you that men should lift more lower body. And I will talk about the detriments of skipping leg day, the misconceptions that keep men from training legs, and ways to motivate men to start training more legs. So to get into it, let's start talking about the detriments. So does anyone know what this is testosterone? It has the chemical formula right there, but more specifically, it's a, how did the time? Sorry. How did this pop up?
I don't know.
Sorry about that. It is a male sex hormone that plays a crucial role in development and maintenance of the male characteristics. So, in other words, without training legs, sorry, I didn't scoop in the code. Fitness researcher James Tuttle, he did this study. He did a study showing that leg workouts, especially compound with other large muscle groups within your leg, can lead to produce more of this hormone and lead to develop more testosterone, making it more. Without training legs, you will not get that excess gain of testosterone built up. And another detriment is muscle imbalance. Not only is it just visually displeasing to look at this, having a way bigger upper body and a smaller lower body, you kind of look like a chicken, but it gives you this chronic pain, increased risk of injury, poor posture, reduced mobility, and reduced stability. So that is all bad things that is happening because you refuse to hit legs. And lastly, you'll have a lower metabolic rate. So these are the three biggest muscles in your body: the gluteus maximus, the quadriceps, and the hamstring along the back right here. And by training bigger muscles, you burn more calories. So if you are not doing that, you're just leaving a bunch of calories on the table and your metabolism goes lower. So now that I talked about the detriments, let's talk about the misconceptions that still continue that keep men from lifting legs. So, common misconception is that it's not masculine to hit legs. And it also studied by Eric Anderson back in 2020. He's a sociologist, so he studies the mind and what people, common society norms think. It says that gym culture portrays the development of the upper body as the main feature of masculinity, while leg work is reduced as a minor one. So often seen here, that was a video we already played, but of me hitting legs, just squatting. And often people think I would have to be more feminine, looked up in a dress, but as you see here, I'm not in a dress, so I don't have to be feminine to hit legs. And also, I want to go back to my one of my main detriments in my first part, saying how testosterone actually is built when you hit legs. So that male sex hormone is actually built, so that completely defines this misconception of being emasculine to hit legs. Another reason why men don't hit legs is because they're simply uncomfortable. This research done by Morgan and Prost back in 2001 shows this syndrome called delayed onset muscle soreness is more intense because you're working such a big muscle group that you're gonna feel it more later in the day. So it's gonna hurt more, but I feel like that's also contradictory to masculinity because it's in society, men are supposed to go through pain and it shouldn't scare them away from these beneficial activities. And the lack of understanding is the biggest one. Speed, balance, and endurance are all things that are gained through training legs. And some of these biggest athletes right here all see the benefits from training legs. And I feel like most men that coming into the gym don't understand the benefits that they're missing out just working on their muscle, like mirror muscles that look good in pictures. So now that we talked about why men continue not to hit legs, let's try to find ways to motivate them. So one thing that we can start doing is that gyms need to start educating their clients, understanding why legs matter. Because before I showed you these detriments and misconceptions, you probably didn't know all the benefits of hitting legs gives you, and these trainers do. So I think we should make this information more available, and it will persuade more men to hit legs in the gym. And also just making it more fun. Everyone loves to do fun things like competing with friends, track your progress, and following influencers. These are all beneficial ways to start your growth and make your health journey more efficient. And these are cool ideas to start, but this is my idea. This next one is gonna be my main idea, what I think would get the most output, is that we start a trend where women love men with big butts. That's gonna get men to really hit legs, take it more serious. So I encourage you, all the men here today, go post that booty pic on Instagram, TikTok, or Snapchat, and put hashtag women love men with big butts, so we start acknowledging the benefits that can be gained from this. It might be funny, but the serious message behind it actually incorporates a lot of stigma that's held within the gym right now. So today I talked about the detriments of skipping leg day, the misconceptions that keep men from training legs, and ways to motivate men to start training legs. And so next time, I also want to remind you that strong legs build strong men. So next time you're tempted to skip leg day, remember that the fitness journey isn't about how you look in the mirror, but building balance, strength, and confidence. Thank you for listening.